to hear get on this couch right here and try to proclaim the circumstances in which my father died, I feel sorry for them. I pity them in their soul. To think you can talk about somebody that you have no idea who you're talking about, and then lump them in with somebody as great as John Singleton. John Singleton made movies that had hidden messages in them that we had to interpret ourselves. My brother did a film called Boys in the Hood where he got up off the couch. Not off the couch. He got out the car. He said, pull it over. Let me out. More brothers would have pulled the car over and said, let me the fuck out. More brothers will be here today. I did a movie where I'm the nigga that said, this punk ass, let me shoot this ass that shot at us and killed him. Everyone clapped. So that's the role. No, it's the that didn't pull the gun because he saw himself on the floor. That's the message that John puts in these movies. But you want a little clout chase and you want to just slander two in one sentence.
But you want a little clout chasing, don't you?
You know what I'm talking about?
You want to slander two people in one sentence, throw around some bold statements or say things that might not even be true, but you know it'll get people talking, right? You know what I mean? Some people just love stirring the pot for the attention, whether it's justified or not. It's all about getting that reaction. Omar Gooding, on the other hand, has always been someone who stands firm in his beliefs.
So speaking of that, we had we had to jump right into it because there was a situation where we interviewed Jaguar Wright. She spoke on you, and you weren't here yet. We brought you in following a couple of days. Put your interview out and then hers out. And I think we had a conversation like, man.
Well, I think you put hers out before you put mine out. So I thought, oh, maybe you did her interview and then it turned around quick and then you put mine out so you didn't hear the shit she was saying. And I was like, nigga, you should have brought me in immediately when she was, all right, so just to all the energy I'm going to give to that because it was so egregious. It was just, I have a problem with y'all and we can move furniture if we need to. You got to check a motherfucker when they say something wrong. Yeah, when I be watching these other interviews, a nigga say something that's just not wrong and right in their opinion, but just factually wrong, you got to say, well, hold on. Can we talk about what sense it makes? She made a statement towards my father who is deceased and John Singleton who was deceased. Neither one of them could defend themselves. We ain't gonna go there. We ain't gonna go how egregious both of those statements were. But then you want to just paint the picture that Omar Gooding is on some suspect shit. And I ain't been on nobody's list and I never will. Period. You ain't gonna find me but they gonna release the list. Well, you ain't gonna see Omar on there. You might see Cuba Gooding Jr. on there only because I'm not Cuba Gooding Jr. Just because they're your sibling don't mean you was cut from the same cloth. You can have a brother or a sister that you don't really with, but you'll kill for them at the same time. That's just how that shit works. At least when you're black. Yeah. We be like, that. No, I can say that, not you. You understand me? You know what I'm saying? So the situation that she said, I was just like, just fact check that shit. She was like, well, Omar did some shit for the part and Tyrese wouldn't. But they best friends. They've been in 3 other movies together. That don't even make sense. And the I'm talking about is Tyrese and John Singleton. They were thick as thieves. But they were on a different side. For me personally, just being honest, I smoked, I drink. I still smoke and drink shit. You know what I'm saying? That's not how he got down. That's not how Tyrese got down or John Singleton.
Known for his raw honesty and his unwavering commitment to what's right, he's a person who doesn't back down even when the truth gets uncomfortable. He's built a reputation over the years for being real with people and standing up for what he believes in, regardless of the pressure. But recently, Omar found himself unexpectedly thrown into a conversation he never asked for.
You know, we have to ask you in regards to we got to go there, man.
We have to. I've never done an interview where I almost need a bathroom break. What time are we at, nigga?
Are
the club still open? Okay,
we about to close it. We're about to close it.
Last
what club we hitting? What club we hitting? Got fellas. No. So we have to ask you as far as Cuba getting involved in regards to the Diddy story, the cases, whatever's going on. For you as your older brother, how do y'all handle that conversation in regards to just his name being in the mix with all that? Do you talk to him about it, or is it more so, does your sister talk? Does your mom talk? Is it a conversation? You went too far ahead.
We'd have to back up. Okay, we'd have to go, why are you on TMZ every other weekend, half naked, talking about wild Why?
That did happen.
And no, he's always on TMZ. And it to me, it goes back to the age difference. My mom would call me like, call your brother. I'm like, why? Why? He's not going to listen to what I say. I'm the little baby brother in his eyes. I could be 37, 47, or 57. I'm still the baby fucking brother. That's just kind of how my family is. Just keeping it a buck. Even though my mom wants, oh, y'all should be together. Oh, why don't you call him? Why? People don't understand this. It's kind of like when women ask their men, how is so-and-so? And we go, well, he's fine. No, but what happened with the scandal and blah, 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 blah. Bitch, I don't know. We was out hanging. You think when I go see my boy, I'm like, so, bro, how's that stuff? You don't give a fuck. You're like, you see the game, nigga? You right. Shots, let's go, come on. Because that's why we together.
Yeah.
We're together to have a good time, to hang out, to just forget about the other shit. You want to come interview me, motherfucker, about this shit? Hey, man, so... No, well, maybe not right away, but eventually, no. Our father died in 2017. Him and I didn't have a conversation about it until 2022.
Wow.
A conversation about it.
Why? Like, just space or?
When my father died, I was with my mother and my sister taking my mother's Great Dane to a pet store because the dog was sick. So Great Dane, back here, ears here, huge animal. It takes 3 people to take this motherfucker to. Dog is inside. Blah, 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 blah. I'm sitting there talking with my mom. The dog is in the back. We done subdued it. They did it. I'm talking with my sister walks in and says, oh, you answer the phone. Cuba's calling. He's freaking me out. And I walk outside and I talk to him and I'm like, what's up, bro? He's like, sometimes things happen and it's out of our control. And, you know, God works in mysterious ways. Get to the point, nigga. What's up? Dad's dead. What? I'm not in town. I'm in Germany. I need you to handle this. Where are you? Give me a moment. All right. I am with Mom. I'm with my sister, April. She's blah, blah, blah. We got to get him back to the house. He says, I think you should leave the dog.
Omar's defense wasn't just about protecting his family name. It was about defending the legacy of John Singleton, the visionary director behind classics like Boys and the Hood. Singleton's work wasn't just entertainment, it was a mirror held up to society. Omar highlighted this, explaining how Singleton's films forced audiences to grapple with the complexities of life, especially for Black communities in America. He praised Singleton for embedding powerful lessons in his stories, lessons that were often disguised as moments of pure cinematic brilliance.
There and just take them out and then tell them blah, blah, blah. I'm just, I'll figure it out, bro. I'll figure it out. Hang up the phone, go back in, and I have to be an actor. Because I can't leave the fucking dog there. This is a Great Dane. I'm not gonna leave the hey, Mom, we just gonna go. We just gonna go. No, I gotta act for the next 45 minutes and drive in the car with her sitting next to me. And I just told my sister, oh, he's fine. Just here, take the phone. And drove for 30 minutes and shoot the shit about nothing. Got home. Everything else happened. That's the relationship I have with my brother. We don't, he's here, I'm here. Some other shit happened while I was on set. I was mad as fuck. I'm calling this nigga, when I see you, you did, like, it's going down, nigga. We flaring up at each other. 2 weeks later, he's now back. I'm back now, nigga. Where you want to meet? Oh, nigga, I'm over that shit now, nigga. Adrenaline done left, nigga. I was brave 2 weeks ago, nigga. This took a long time to actually happen, nigga.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's just how we roll.
There's a video you rapping, him hitting your ad-libs.
Again, when we're together, it's love. It's love. You know, a lot of shit happens when it's blah, blah, blah. That's my bro. He's just like, nigga. I'll be like, yo, man, what you think of this acting job? He's like, nigga, you are the best rapper ever. No. Wait. Did you see Baby Boy? It was great. Are you dropping an album?
Well, y'all never been in a movie together? Like, ever
never
offered a movie together?
We did a series called Big Time in Hollywood, Florida, which was dope because he agreed to do a season and said, you're going to hire my son, which was my nephew to be on the crew. Gave him a job, and he said, "And give my brother a role." And that was the first time and we played ourselves. Yeah. Like I played Omar, Big O, and he played himself, but kind of altered. So if you see Big Time in Hollywood, Florida, that's not quite him, I'm pretty sure. The scene, I actually put it on Instagram, and they, when I signed with Disney, they made me take it off because it starts with him snorting a line of coke, and I walk in, I'm like, bro, you need to calm down. He pulls a gun on me, and he's like, nigga, shut the fuck up, I'll shoot you in the face. And I'm like, oh shit, and this whole little scene. Yeah, it's wild shit. It was wild shit, but it'll happen. Okay. You know, it's really just scheduling, which is weird. There's a lot, and just to show you that it's not some sibling, everybody like, he probably capping, they probably some deeper shit. There's a lot of people that I could and should work with that just haven't. And it's just been Jason Weaver. I love this dude. I have him blocked on my phone right now because he don't return phone calls on time. And it's not just me. Anybody I talk to be like, oh, nigga, unblock him. He don't return nobody's calls, nigga. I send him music. He be like, oh, we gonna do this song. Yeah, Omar, we gonna do this song. That's his voice. He was this fucking song.
He still sing like that.
And I said, yeah. And I send him the beat, blah, blah, blah. And it just takes too long. I just be like, nigga, I don't move like that. But I love the dude. Is
there talented actors that you are watching now, black actors that you be like, I would love to work with that? Or who do you see as a next?
I'm not as good with names, but I watch it all. I really do. And I'm paying attention to it. I just want them to compromise less, man, because you don't know what a person is about when they think they have to do it. So they're just being a part of this show or this movie, and they're compromising their morals and their spirit. I'm just being serious. Like, it's just like...
And it wasn't the kind of conversation anyone would want to be a part of. It all started thanks to controversial remarks made by Jaguar Wright. Now, if you're not familiar with Jaguar, she's a singer who's gained more attention in recent years for her fiery and often inflammatory statements than for her music. In fact, she's become more notorious for causing drama than for releasing hit songs. Jaguar has earned a reputation for speaking her mind, but not always in a way that's well received. She's known for calling people out and for making bold accusations about individuals.
They should pay her.
Yeah, what are your thoughts with NBC putting her out? Like, you know, just even interviewing her behind...
I think they're just as grubby for what they done to R. Kelly and then give Jay-Z a fluffball interview. Where's Gail?
Where's Gail?
Why Gail ain't got no interview for the Carters? They're such good friends.
Hey.
Where's Gail? What, she's trying to keep the brain away from Oprah before she passed out on the Ozempic again? I don't know. Where is this?
Yeah, she just had a birthday. He's like,
and her birthday.
Wait, okay.
Tell her to take her ass to a dance party with Beyonce. Go the fuck on.
Now,
almost mesmerized America into bringing that trap queen into the White House to run us in the ground.
Trap queen.
That's all she is. She a trap queen. I'm gonna call it like it is.
Almost. Now, wait, hold on, Jag. Blue Ivy Mufasa's out right now, and Blue Ivy's there. Should we just like?
Is it not a lot of people watching it? You sure that wasn't just a screening party?
Oh,
Check this. I mean, usually something of that magnitude. It got beat by Sonic.
By Sonic.
And Moana 2 is whooping Ivy's right behind it.
Do you feel that's nepotism at its finest once again?
I feel like they always knew it was a mediocre film, but they thought that the prestige to the Carters was going to make it happen. They didn't know the Titanic was about to hit the berg.
Did you watch it, Jet?
For what?
For the singing lessons, Jack. For the singing lessons.
I think they should just watch my content. So, ain't nothing to learn there.
So, Jay, I got to ask you, there's a movement going on right now, #FreeDiddy. It's gaining steam. It's gaining a lot of steam right now.
Wow.
Yeah. I guess people are just kind of like, they're missing the parties. They're missing something. What are your thoughts when you see a free Diddy hashtag going?
I'm going to tell you this. God bless him. God bless every last one of them.
Be blessed.
You know, it's just, it's unfortunate, you know, that people are longing for all of that abuse and all of them pharmaceuticals and all of that unconsented this and D. You know, what I think? I think we should find a big
But Omar wasn't just speaking as a fan of Singleton's work. He also shared his personal experience as an actor working on films that posed similar moral dilemmas. In one of his roles, he played a character grappling with the urge for revenge. Instead of succumbing to it, the character paused, considered the consequences, and ultimately chose a path of peace. For Omar, this was more than just acting, it was an opportunity to carry on the legacy of storytelling that John Singleton championed.
Inhabited island, and everybody that wants to free Diddy, we put him right there on that island, and then we take Diddy and we put him there and let him loose. And let them have Diddy. And we call it Diddy Land. And you like it, you going over there with him.
Wait, so
let him show you all the love he has to give.
Wait, Jack, does a part of you not feel bad for Sean Carter or Sean Combs at all?
You know.
Okay.
I never feel bad for people who don't feel bad for anyone other than themselves. These are extreme narcissists. I'm sorry. What's to feel bad for? Everything that they've done, they're about to reap what they have sown. And how can I be mad at their harvest? It's what they planted. It's what grew. Let them feast on the bounty of that. Let them. They don't have food, let them eat cake.
Hey.
Eat the cake, anime.
So, Jack, let me get your thoughts on, and let me get your take on, I think either Don Lemon or maybe Torre. He's been very... Oh, man. He just recently said, like,
I don't give a fuck about that fact.
All right.
I really don't.
Then let me ask you this.
Whatever he said...
Yeah, for those like him.
That's my response. You want to know what my response is? To anything and everything, all things, future, right now, all included, you're fat. Touré, your ass is Touré. We need to free Diddy in your ass. Eat it, stop clout chasing me. It's starting to get pathetic. You're sitting over there on TikTok, dry begging for hands. Like you're weird, G. You look like a lost character from Back to the Future. You're like the nigga Christopher Lloyd with no originality. That's how I feel about you two, right? I'm the drunk auntie. Well, hold on, let me sip my wine and say this one last time so we can make sure you get it. You're you a French fry, deep fried in Diddy lard. I don't get no what you gotta say. Now go die on TikTok.
In the entertainment industry, often targeting well-known figures. Recently, she made some very controversial remarks that caused quite a stir, and this time, Omar Gooding was one of her targets. Jaguar decided to set her sights on Omar's family, and if that wasn't shocking enough,
you should always advocate for yourself and be a voice for yourself. You should never let what somebody else did ruin or
she also brought up the late
life.
Legendary filmmaker John Singleton. Now, anyone who knows about John Singleton's legacy understands how significant he was in shaping the film industry, especially when it comes to telling authentic stories about the Black experience.
What made you want to come forward and talk today?
Because I think that I've been quiet long enough about what I've been through, and it's been hard enough to be quiet. But it's a chapter of my life that I'd like to close.
For Jaguar to bring him into the conversation was a bold and controversial move. John Singleton was not only a trailblazer in Hollywood, but he was also...
You weren't scared to be all alone?
No, with having autism is like feeling like you live your life in a shatterproof juggle ball. The world's on fire. The fire is inside the ball with you, but there's no way for you to get out.
Also a personal mentor to Omar Gooding, and the bond they shared was deep. So when Jaguar decided to go after both Omar's family and his late mentor, it understandably sparked a lot of emotions and questions about her motives. What was behind these attacks? Why was she choosing this particular moment to bring up such painful subjects?
I stumbled upon Diddy's driver, who told me that I was exactly what Diddy was looking for.
What did you think when he said that to you?
I thought it meant that I was just pretty.
All this, we had to dive into it head first when we got the opportunity to interview Jaguar Wright. She spoke.
I'm talking to Benji Madden about his tattoo because, I have about his tattoo that's the Last Supper, because I have a religious background. So it was just something to talk about.
In a statement to NBC News, a representative of the Maddens confirmed that they did not attend the 2000 VMAs and that they were on tour in the Midwest at the time. At the after party, she says she had a drink that made her feel woozy. Then she says Combs and Carter took turns raping her while a female celebrity watched.
Spoke at length about her issues with Omar and his family, and it was clear that there was a lot of unresolved tension. The problem was, Omar wasn't even there to defend himself at the time. It was a one-sided conversation, and you could feel the weight of Jaguar's words. She was unapologetic and seemed intent on getting her point across, no matter the cost. A couple of days later, we brought Omar in for his own interview, which was released right after Jaguar's.
And raped me. He at that point I was fighting, trying to get away from him, and he put his hand over my mouth and told me to stop it,
The moment his interview came out, the energy shifted. The people who had already heard Jaguar's perspective were now eager.
By their fans.
All right, Chloe Malas joining us now live. Chloe, we just heard a very strongly worded statement from Jay-Z. What else are you hearing from him and his team?
Yes, so his attorney said that they're going to ask the court to, quote, dismiss this frivolous case. And also moments ago, we heard from Diddy's legal team, and I want to read you some of what they said. They said, quote, this is the beginning of the end of this shameful money grab. And remember, he remains behind bars at Brooklyn's Metropolitan Detention Center, and his criminal trial begins in May.
All right, very thorough reporting there. Chloe, thank you so much for that.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.
Jaguar's perspective were now eager to hear what Omar had to say in response. End quote. I remember having a conversation with my team, and we were all thinking the same thing. Man, this is getting intense.
Let's deal with the sandwich.
We asked you this last time, and Piers Morgan said it. They're not here to defend themselves. Do you think the Carters will speak about any of this at all? Do you just feel that they'll make any statement about what's going on?
Beyonce is losing hundreds of thousands, millions of followers every day. And she still hasn't said anything. Just pretending like life is great in Paris.
Is it her place to say something?
I mean, probably not, considering she's going to be indicted for anything she would say. These are criminals. Diddy is a drug dealer, and so is Jay-Z. The proof is there. How many up people does he have to be aware of before people see him for who he is?
it seems like these artists are trying to run away from their past. Diddy changed his name multiple times to say, that's not me. I'm trying to move beyond Diddy. I'm Love now. It seems like Jay-Z would try to run away from his past.
Calling that nigga Love and anything that he did love. Brother Love. What kind of love? Baby oil love. Baby love. Baby love. Explicit love. Hey! They never thought that hip hop would take it this far.
Oh man, it's different now.
These lyrics are all hitting different right now. All this people talking about fathers, all kinds of stuff.
So let's just start with Piers Morgan because there's a headline that went out that was very powerful that people are running with where it just says, Jay-Z is the real monster. Now, before you speak on it, to even get to Piers Morgan, can you explain how that took place and why even take that interview to go forward?
Well, excuse me.
Bless us.
I can't say that I sought it out because I didn't. Truth is we didn't see it coming. But I have to credit Odell.
Got Odeezy.
My love. I have to credit him because since we've combined and joined forces and become a hell of an investigative journalism team. See, I'm the content, I'm the passion, I'm the voice. I'm also the brain, but I do too much by myself. That's the brain. That's the administrator. That's the bloodhound. And he, there were so many people that
We had heard Jaguar's side, but it felt like the conversation wasn't complete until we got Omar's side. The tension was palpable as we watched the reactions from both the public and the people involved. The back and forth between Jaguar and Omar seemed inevitable, but it was also clear that it was a deeply personal issue for both of them. For Omar, this wasn't just about clearing his name, it was about
hacked into so many of my accounts. People didn't even know how to get in touch with me anymore. And Odell created that lane. And they reached out to him. Piers Morgan's producers called him directly. And we talked about it briefly, and I said, we have to do it. We have to. Because the one thing I know about Piers Morgan is he is smart prey. And not only is he smart prey, he is a great conductor of information. He also vets things viciously. And I want to thank you for that. Because if my word is good enough to make it through Piers Morgan's firewall of please don't sue me, then I guess he just vetted me for every ounce of real life content on this blue couch. We thank you for that.
Do you feel that Piers Morgan allowed you to get, because you only have so many minutes, I know you don't know exactly how the show is going to be structured.
Yeah.
Did you get what you want to say out? And was there more for you to say? Of course there's more to say.
I'll never have enough to say.
Right.
There will never be enough screen time for me to say. But what I will say is, I'm grateful for the questions he asked. I'm grateful for the time he gave me to answer. And I pray that I was able to hit everything that needed to be hit for the public.
How did you feel about Vlad going after you?
I loved it. I saw the lineup immediately.
Right.
Especially when I saw the lawyer, Ariel, kid that came after.
Right.
What Piers did was brilliant journalism.
Right.
He created a beef without there being one. And he created multiple episodes for confrontation after. It's brilliant.
It is, Vlad had said you're a conspiracy theorist.
Yeah.
He has never wanted you on a show. He has
Ever.
never reached out to you.
You know what? Hold up. Drum roll. Where do I find that receipt?
Oh, we got, is there?
On the email.
Let me check.
Yeah, there's receipts?
No, it's on your YouTube, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
so
yeah.
let me go over here to my baby's channel, Set in the West. Shout out to
Shout out
Set
to
in the
West,
West.
running the numbers up. Go there for all the exclusive. All the exclusive.
You know, it's so funny. I love bigging his channel up.
Yeah.
I love it. I do. I love it. I love having a man that not only do I agree with his content, but it's great. And I can be like, ooh, my man over there doing, get over there.
I love to see something from scratch turning up, going from
right.